Hey guys, so in this video I want to talk about my mallet finger, specifically of how I got this, how this happened, and then also how my doctor suggested me to fix this. So the mallet finger is caused by a torn extensor tendon. So that's the tendon that goes along the top of your finger. And in case you kind of pinch your finger right in the spot here where I'm pointing at, then it can happen that either the tendon itself tears off or the bone which is attached to the tendon breaks, and then your finger kind of droops down at the end, and then you will not be able to straighten out your finger anymore. So this is exactly what happened here to my right ring finger, and that's why I have here this bandage or this construction here around my finger. So I want to show you here now what my doctor suggested. So he suggested to hyperextend this finger here, and I'm doing this by using here this piece of a kind of bent aluminum. So yeah, this is here one of those pieces. I have a couple of samples of those. So this is a simple thin piece of aluminum with some padding underneath, and then so this was cut to length, and then I made sure that I deburred the edges of this piece of aluminum, because when those are really sharp, then you may accidentally damage things or scratch yourself when you have this piece attached to your finger. So, and I'm using this in the way that I'm attaching this piece of metal here to the top of my finger, and that in order to do that, I'm using here some tape. And so there's different methods of how you can prepare to attach this tape or this bar. You can either like already take some strips off of the roll of tape, and then, for example, here glue them or stick them to the table and then take them off as you need them. But that usually doesn't work so well for me. So like for me, it usually gets tangled. So I'm just find it easier to take the tape straight off of the roll of tape. So now the first thing here is I'm going to take off the old bandage here. And in order to do that, I'm pressing right now with my finger on this table in order to make sure that I, under no circumstances, stop to extend my finger at this point. So really for basically for 6 to 8 weeks, I'm going to leave here my finger extended in this position. And so this is what this piece of metal is there for. And then here, as you can see, I've attached the metal with the tape. So now in order to replace everything every day, I'm just taking this all off. So now normally when I'm not taking a video here, I'm going to wait for about 5 to 10 minutes just to give the finger some air, some breathing room, since the bandage is on this finger 24 hours a day. So I'm never taking this off. I'm never bending my finger. I always make sure it is hyperextended. So now I'm going to show you here exactly how I'm going to put on the new, so the alternative piece of metal here. So now you can see here the color eventually changed. So that's normal because we have all this pressure on the finger at all times, and it's always does not have any contact to oxygen or to air. So that's why it looks so funny after a couple of days. So now I'm going to place here this piece of metal right on top of my finger again, making sure not to go too far back. So since you want to be able to continue using your finger, so this is about where I'm going to place this. So you can see how long this piece of metal is. And now I'm going to first attach here the tape on the back end here. And there is some important thing to consider when you are going around with the tape, and that is that you don't go too far back with the tape. You want to make sure that you can still kind of angle your finger there at that joint. You don't want to put the tape over that joint. So you can see this here. If we were to put the tape over this area here, then we wouldn't be able to bend the finger right at this location, and we still want to be able to do that. Otherwise you're really stiff with that finger. So okay, so now let's continue attaching the tape here. I'm going to go around the finger about 2 times, and then I'm going to get ready to tear the tape off. So I'm rolling a little bit more off of the roll. I'm tearing it off manually, and then I'm just going to attach the rest of the tape like this. And remember not to accidentally bend your finger. So I always keep it straight, always keep it hyperextended. So that's why I'm constantly pressing my finger on the table here. And then of course we're going to attach another piece of tape here at the tip of the finger. This is the most complicated part. The first thing I actually do is I'm going to put a piece of tape here on the tip of this metal piece, because sometimes I accidentally kind of scratch things as you're just going along in your day. So if you put a little bit of tape on there, then you make sure you don't damage anything or scratch yourself or other people. And then I'm also going to put about 2 turns or 2 revolutions here over the tip of my finger, and at this point now I can actually already stop pressing on the table, since now this metal bar is now holding on to the finger, and it automatically keeps it hyperextended. Then here again I'm going to tear off the tape, and then I'm going to stick the rest around the finger. And now here again you can see here I'm still able to move this joint here, but I'm not able at this point to bend the first joint. So I'll keep this area, that the tip of the finger, always hyperextended. So you can see this here also, how this is bending up just a little bit. And if you, for example, here I put this pencil here, this pen next to it, and you can really see how the finger is permanently bending up. And this is supposed to help with the reattachment of the tendon. So the tendon is going to reattach itself if you start doing this procedure early enough after the injury. And just make sure you don't accidentally bend the finger. And then eventually, after 6 to 8 weeks, it's going to be healed. At least that's what my doctor promised me, and so I will see if that is true. So right now I'm at about 3 weeks in, and so I have about 5 more weeks to go. Okay, so that was already it for this video. I hope you found the information helpful. If you have any more questions or comments, then please leave a message below.